expecting Isaac?
I am expecting Isaac. I'm hoping he shows up. Let's see. How are you guys? Nate, how are you? I haven't talked to you in a long time.
Yeah, doing pretty well. We drove up into Vermont.
So you're
And
tired.
yeah,
For the
part of that.
eclipse?
Yeah, yeah. So
Where'd you go in Vermont?
all the way to Burlington. We have friends there, and so we were able to go up on Sunday and then wake up there. Yesterday was a very long day, but it was terrific. We had seen a total eclipse in the 2017 eclipse. We flew into Colorado and then drove up into Wyoming to see
Oh
it,
boy.
and
Wow.
that was also totally worth it.
Yeah.
It was spectacular. Yeah,
But your
Did you
kids
get
are
to?
old enough this time to
yeah.
have it
It's definitely better for them.
sink
Yeah,
in. Yeah.
yeah.
Did you get to see? I was reading, I think it was the New York Times, that in Burlington there was a 360 sunset.
A 360 what?
Sunset. Like if you
Yeah,
looked out over Lake Champlain, all 360, it was the sun was setting.
Oh wow.
yeah, because the shadow the light is very it's kind of weird. It's like a twilight, but the colors aren't quite correct. But it's true if you look all the way around, it has that sort of sunset quality everywhere. Yeah,
Wow.
That's really wild.
yeah,
We have friends in Burlington, but given the circumstances, we weren't going anywhere.
Yeah.
We got as far as the Shutesbury Common, which was a fun scene.
Yeah.
yeah. I bet.
I heard. Yeah.
All these people hanging out with glass. The thing I like, just looking at the pictures online, it's sort of comical, but nice in a way. Like there's all these pictures of people around the world looking up with glasses on their face. It's just
Yeah.
sort of funny. Like everyone's in a different setting, but they're all doing the same thing.
Yeah,
It reminded me of the 3D glasses in the 1950s, 60s.
Mhm.
The movies you had to
absolutely.
anyway.
Yeah, and it's
It's
one of those events that's it's much better with people, right?
Yeah.
Um, I mean, in you could see it anywhere, but it's
Right.
worth getting together and sharing it.
And that's what I heard was so great about the common. It was just a great social event.
it was. Well, Lucy was saying it's like, well, so many people haven't seen each other real life still.
Yeah.
It's like catch up time.
Yeah.
And yes, I haven't been I haven't sat on the common in years. Like I haven't had a reason to, just be there. So sort of nice. And it was a nice day. You didn't get I mean, I would have really loved to sort of have the darkness descend. It didn't, it got weird lighting, but it didn't actually
Yeah.
turn dark.
Yeah.
What's really kind of special, and you've read about it, but the everything leading up to a total eclipse um, is you can't look at the sun, you can't look directly at the sun. You've got these glasses, but then at 99.99%, this like excitement like descends over the crowd, and then bam, you can drop your glasses and you look right at the sun.
The corona.
Yeah, for the duration of that totality. Um, and then the sun comes back, and it's like, you just saw a show and everybody claps. So there's this kind of like anticipation. It's like a giant, it's like a 90-minute drum roll. And then it's like this like wild, it's categorically different.
Yeah. So
Really
did you see corona and flares and all that good
oh
stuff?
yeah, yeah. So it was it's so vivid and colorful. The picture is really
Yeah.
it's really hard to capture in photos. But yes, they're called like Bailey's beads, and part of that effect is driven by the texture of the moon. So there's cratering, and so it
Oh.
looks like we get these, yeah, just these like flare-like shoots of color around the corona. And none of my pictures were able to capture that, because this it's still like so powerful. You just
Your mind
most of the,
camera.
unless you're a specialist,
Yeah.
you just get like this black hole, and then yeah, this diffuse corona effect. But yeah, it was super fun.
It's really cool. Well, I just emailed Isaac. I don't think I have his phone.
We should get his phone number.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me just see if it's in here
Sure.
somehow, but I don't think so.
What's quorum?
4.
Yeah.
Though it looks like we might be able to entice, yeah, he's not my phone. You might be able to entice Keith to join, which would be really nice, because then if he's interested, we'll be able to have one person gone and still have a meeting. And let's see. Gail, you've had it back and forth with him, right? About,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, he seems like he does his research. I'm always impressed with people who do their research. No?
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
gotta do your homework.
Gail is not saying anything for the recording.
We have some difference of opinion about what counts and what matters.
Good to know. So I'm guessing we're not going to meet, but we do have stuff we have to plan for.
Yeah.
You had mentioned attending select board meeting, Michael, and yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
I'm up for that. So
Great. Yeah. So Gail, I don't know if I CC'd you on
24th.
this. Right. I don't know the time. I'm guessing it's probably between 5 and 6 or something like that, but it's, Gail, how usually the select board and the FinCom have a meeting to go over the budget before town meeting.
Right.
So they're expanding the meeting to talk about the energy storage bylaw and the stretch code.
Okay.
So it'll be an opportunity for the public to come. And are there, all of our materials are still out, I mean, are on the web page already, like the one page or all the stuff that we did in advance of the information. So
Yeah.
Let's see.
But we're gonna have to get some information out there before the meeting, because I mean,
Right.
6 of us that were at that meeting is not gonna.
Correct. Exactly. Well, I was just trying to figure out, like, okay, so we're not having a meeting, so we can't really decide stuff. But I agree with you. I think that getting out information, just the sooner you get it out and make it more available, the better your odds are that people will say that they didn't know anything about it. And there always will be people who say they never heard about it, but so
And timing. So not so far before the meeting that it gets lost or forgotten,
correct.
but not too close to the meeting that it doesn't have a chance to really be read or looked into, so.
Well, it's a little, it's tricky because the week of the 15th is school vacation week, so a lot of people will be gone. And then the 22nd is the Monday before the meeting.
That's too,
So,
yeah.
I mean, I can imagine sending it out like on that Friday or something.
Yep.
So people have the weekend to read it.
Yep.
Maybe as a non-decision for our committee, we can send out like if we want to compose a town announcement, plan to send it out on the Friday of, I think that's, I don't know when that is.
Or we could have a town announcement that has links to stuff on the web pages.
Yeah.
A
and we
short
can invite-
explanation, but also with links to the further info on the.
I think that's the best thing, is just to sort of drive them to the webpage and, remind them that there's a meeting. So that would be the 19th would be that. So that's like, what is it? Today's the 10th, today's the 9th, so 10 days from now, so that works.
Yeah.
Do you want to, Gail, do you want to compose it and send me a draft or something like that? Does that work for you?
I'd rather that one of you guys who knows what it's about compose it.
Okay,
And I'll format it and send it out as a TA.
okay.
with
Nate,
the
why
links.
don't I do it? Because you do everything else, unless you really would prefer.
No, by all means, that sounds
I'm
fantastic.
just trying to save you because you do all the heavy lifting on this stuff, so. I'll send it to Gail and you, and then if you have comments, you can send it to Gail and, we can do that. I think those are the two items we just needed to follow up on, so, I mean, given that we really can't have a meeting, it seems like that's the stuff that we needed to do. The minutes we can wait on,
Yeah.
and all the other stuff is all getting, well,
It'd be fun to hear about the CCA, but that's not a timely thing.
yeah, and I haven't followed up because I've been making sure the select board put the stretch code in the hopper. So
Priorities,
that's,
yeah.
yeah, so I figure both that and the protocol for non-fossil fuel, I was just gonna push off
Okay.
to May. And then, I don't know, Nate, if you had updates on climate leaders, but that's not a priority. We can just do that for May, because hopefully we're taking the first step anyway.
Yes, it's
So-
all connected.
Yeah.
Can we, since we're not at a meeting, can we schedule a meeting time?
I think we can do that.
That's,
Yeah,
yeah,
you don't need to, yeah, for scheduling.
Yeah.
So,
Should we want to try for next Tuesday? Would that work?
I,
is there a?
Oh, you're gonna
select
be
board
gone.
meeting?
Nate, are you gone for school vacation?
yeah, for school vacation, yeah, or we'll be in DC.
And you don't want to get on a Zoom meeting when you're in DC playing?
If I were,
Really?
I'm not sure exactly what we'll be doing, so it's like hard for me to commit.
I
I don't want
tongue in cheek, tongue in cheek. Okay, so,
We could do the 23rd. I'm gonna be in Boston in the middle of the day, but probably back by evening. I think we just all we have to really do is sort of touch base pre town meeting-ish.
Yep.
So are you guys free on the 23rd?
yep. And I'm liking this 5 o'clock time.
You are,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, I was thinking we might want to keep it. It just seems like it works.
yeah. There was a shrug of shoulders, Nate.
no way, no, yeah, no.
I think it was Isaac who had something that required it being earlier than later.
Well, originally it was hockey, but hockey's
Yeah.
ending, but it
Yeah,
sounds like,
hockey's over.
Yeah.
hallelujah.
I know. Yeah,
Was it fun?
it was amazing.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I learned a lot.
Yeah.
It's good.
Okay, so we're due to meet 5 p.m. on Tuesday, the 23rd.
Does that work for both of you?
Yeah.
Yep.
You think we could do 5:30 just to make sure I get back in time from
Yeah,
Boston?
sure.
Yeah.
I think that should work. I just want to double check. What is? Yeah, we should be back by then. Yeah, let's do 5:30.
Okay. And will you contact Isaac?
I will.
Okay. And I'll still be
yeah.
note taker.
Great, thank you. 4, 3. And then Gail, I mean, on the 24th, if you want to come, you sure definitely can. I'll post it as a meeting so that if we all want to attend the select
The
board thing.
24th?
Yeah, that's the select board pre-town meeting thing where we're going to talk about.
Oh,
the stretch
okay.
code. Yeah, so I'll just post that as a meeting as
Oh, I
well.
was gonna say, I hadn't seen a notice for that yet. Okay.
Oh, Becky never does it until the last minute, so I'm guessing you won't see it for a while. Which is another reason why sending out a town announce would be good.
Yep.
So, okie dokie. Oh, the other thing I think just to think about, so it's not last minute. We'll need a handout at town meeting for, background information. So I think we already have the one pager from the information thing, so we could just use that. And if it makes sense, I'll just arrange to send it to Becky. I'll look it over and see if there's anything to tweak, but we'll have that handout.
And print on a colored paper, just so looks a little,
I'll leave it to Grace and Becky to figure out
Yeah.
what color we get.
depending on what else they're printing out, yeah.
Exactly.
I haven't looked at it recently, but you know, it's the kind of thing as a handout, you kind of want it on 2 pages. So there may be some formatting just to get the content.
Yeah, do you want to look at it?
Yeah, I'll look at it.
Okay, cool. So why don't you check it out and then either send it to me, or if you feel comfortable with it, you can just send it to Grace and Becky, either way.
And then we'll post that as a web page.
Yeah, we'll put that on there. Cool. It sounds like a plan.
Right.
Okay. So we have nothing to adjourn because we didn't meet.
Bon appetit.
Okay.
Oh,
See you
yeah.
guys. Yeah.
Thank you.
Great non-meeting. See ya.